Kids Comics. Silver-haired Bronze Age babe here, yakking about her comic book collection, and today another episode of Late to the Party. My friend Rob sent me an email a couple weeks ago saying that he had dug this book out of his collection, Superman's Secret Origin, which came out, I think, about 10 years ago. And being in quarantine and dealing with the way the world is now, he said that he had found some great comfort in reading this and wondered if I had it and if I've ever read it. And I said no and no, and I immediately went on the internets and had an Amazonian company send me a copy of it. And I adore this. I am a big fan of Superman's origin story, just any kind of version of it I'm super interested in. And this one by Jeff Johns with the art by Gary Frank, I guess. I've already read through it 3 or 4 times and gone back to many panels. I'm a little fuzzy on the backstory of why this version appeared when it did. But I really don't care because, I really love the origin story. And this one takes Cal from kind of young childhood to teenagerdom to his arrival in Metropolis, meeting Lois and Jimmy. Both of whom, by the way, Lois she's just fantastic in this version. And even Jimmy Olsen, a character I really don't care for very much. I liked what they did with this guy. The other great thing that they do, well, first of all, let me just say that the artist's decision to basically base Superman on Christopher Reeves from the original Richard Donner movie and movies, I think is really inspired because this entire book is really an homage to the tone and lightheartedness yet heartfelt aspect of that film. And so, maybe it's just me because I, love that movie so much, but I was very much at home. Look, if that isn't Christopher Reeve, I don't know who it is. I was very much at home spending time with this book and these characters and how they were drawn and how they were just creatively done. The other thing that you can tell a good book because it sends you down rabbit holes. And I immediately went down a villain rabbit hole. Now, they do a great job of Lex Luthor in this thing. He's drawn fantastically, he's written really well. But the other villain that I really got a kick out of this is Metallo. Where is it? When he shows up and he has a connection to Lois Lane. Oh, and by the way, the visual pun of Cal crashing through a telephone booth. Come on, that is just so great. But there's Metallo. And so then, after I read this a couple times, I went racing up into the comic collection storage facility to find my other books that had Metallo. Now, I don't have his first appearance because it's from Action Comics in 1959, but I do have a reprint, which is in this giant Superman number 217. And the... It's just great. It's just absolutely great stuff. So my favorite moment of this, there's so many, some of these Silver Age panels are just so funny. Oh, he's badly injured. We'll have to take him to a hospital. And Professor Vale is like, he won't last that long. His only chance is if I operate him on him at my office at once. And I don't know if you can see that, but he's taking his pulse, and all you see is that little hand. It's like... Oh, comic books, I just love you. And then he showed up again in Superman 214. I think this is from 1968. He's a a ghost that is tormenting Cal. And then I remember him from the Bronze Age, from My Superman subscription comics that came in the mail. This is 310. He's actually, Metallo is now the brother of supposedly the original Metallo. He showed up again in 316 and followed up that story with one of my favorite covers of all time, number 317. That's a Neil Adams cover. We love that. And then he's not on the cover of this, but this is number 331. And he's in this. And then finally in my collection, Metallo, Lois Lane takes it to him from Brave and the Bold, number 175. So there's Metallo. But again, my thanks to my friend Rob for pointing me in the direction of this book. I absolutely loved it. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you next time.